Offroad Odyssey is presented by Rockford Fosgate.
What's up? I'm Alexa Score and welcome to Offroad Odyssey. Getting off-road can take you places you never knew existed. Today we're riding 4 of the most unique trails in the US. First stop, the Pennsylvania Underground. Believe it or not, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania has a lot of off-roading. There are numerous ride parks all within an hour of the city. Mines and Meadows Resort is 40 miles northwest of Pittsburgh and one of the most unique places to ride.
My father started this facility, it's been 15 years now. I would say it's a vacation for your mind. Go out and have fun.
Owner-operator Jarrett Svira is about to show us why.
It is one of the only places that you can ride underground on an ATV, and that's really what sets Mines and Meadows apart from any other riding park. The park is now approaching 1,000 acres. We have some other expansions that could definitely push us well over that, hopefully within the next 2 years.
On the way to the mine, you get a feel for just how big this place is. It may be beautiful and sunny outside, but I'm ready to go underground. Longtime guide John Takis is leading the way.
Be careful, and if you break down on a tour, sit there and wait. I'll find you tomorrow. The next trip.
After 14 years, John knows how to have some fun with it.
All right, everybody get their helmet on. We're going to go inside.
The mine was originally used back in the late 1800s, believe it or not, for cement. They mined the limestone, they pulverized it, and they made the concrete.
Whoa, now this is cool. The mine is literally hundreds of acres. One piece of advice, follow the guide. Oh, and you may want to bring a jacket. At 300 feet below ground, it stays at a brisk 55 degrees year-round.
This is why I show everybody it's pitch dark. You can't see your hand. If you hold your hand up, you smell it before you see it. So everybody turn out your lights.
When he said it was going to be completely dark, I thought it was going to be dark, but I didn't really know it was going to be that dark.
Dark and eerily silent.
Turn all the lights on. All right, make sure you follow this old man out of here.
I'm torn between being relieved and wanting to do it all over again. Time to work off some anxiety at a place they call the Power Lines.
It's a fan favorite here. It's got a lot of hill climbs, a lot of terrain. Something a little different than just being riding in the woods. It's definitely a fun place to get the adrenaline pumping maybe a little bit more.
It's great, it really is. It's making memories, you know. It's a great way to make memories. It really is.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Motorcycle gear, no matter what you ride, motorcyclegear.com has the gear you need. Aluma Trailers, ready to ride when you are. Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, your one-stop shop for all things DeWalt. And by Onyx Off-Road, your #1 off-road mapping and navigation app.
Michigan's Upper Peninsula is unique in pretty much every way. Location, terrain, and the people. They call themselves Yoopers, and only a Yooper could have come up with the attraction in this next ride. Sitting on the northern border of Wisconsin, in the heart of the Midwest, is Michigan's Upper Peninsula. It's nestled in between two of the Great Lakes and a stone's throw from Canada. The UP provides all kinds of natural beauty. But today, Josh is showing us something that's Yooper made.
I feel like I had grown up on this stuff before I could walk even, riding this kind of thing. It's always been a dream of mine, and it kind of finally came true after I graduated college, and summer job turned into almost a career at this point.
We have a destination in mind, but first, we gotta ride there.
Favorite place to ride? The UP as a whole. I mean, you can get on the trail and go north, south, east, west, all the way across. Whatever season it is, it's excellent riding.
We've explored some of the Upper Peninsula's natural beauty, but now it's time to see a Yooper-made treasure.
Quirky is probably the best word that describes it.
It's art, made out of junk.
A unique man, I believe, had junk and he started welding things and he created all these like dinosaurs and abstract art. In the middle of beautiful nature, he took something and created quirkiness.
It's actually really well done. You guys were describing it, but it's crazy one person made this, right?
Pretty much the whole thing, yeah.
What do you think, John?
A lot of cool stuff, real good detail, very creative.
Eccentric, talented, and powerful. Every sculpture seemed like it had a message, and that was really cool to kind of decipher. It wasn't just you looking at a piece of metal that someone welded. There was a story there.
Of course, only a Yooper would make junk into art. After another ride through the forest, we end up at one of the UP's 300 waterfalls. We just found this gem of a waterfall. Check it out.
This is a good one. They get bigger.
We came for it. You should too.
look around everything we've seen on this trip, and I mean, it's just, we take it for granted up here sometimes, but everybody wants a piece of it, and you know, the ones that do get away want to come right back.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Shock Therapy, your premier suspension tuning company. Cargo Max, the only utility trailer in the sports car category. AMSOIL, engineered for what you drive. And by FlowFast, the ultimate portable fluid transfer system.
We could do an entire season on Montana riding, but today we just have time for a couple highlights. Let's explore some epic spots from Montana's storied past. It's no secret that the state of Montana offers endless adventure. The area outside of Butte has a number of super unique gems, including this. The Boulder Tunnel.
They used to run trains through it, and then they abandoned the tracks in like the 70s.
There's less than 30 tunnels in Montana, and the Boulder Tunnel is one of the longest. It's over a mile long. So long, in fact, that you can't even see the end of it.
Oh, just the light on the other end, it's just this little tiny dot. For this area, it's one of the better destinations. People come all over just to do the tunnel, and they may not even leave the area. They may drive through the tunnel 10 times in a day and then go load up and go home.
Enter if you dare. Okay, no one told me there'd be water, too.
Usually there's water when you first go in, and there was some, but it was a lot deeper in the middle this time than it was on the ends.
You know, it's hard not to enjoy the tunnel, especially seeing the experience, the first experience of people doing it and stuff is just a very neat thing to do.
When the water starts getting deeper and deeper and you can't see the other end, and it's kind of an unsettling feeling that, you know, we got another 10 minutes to get through the other end.
We reached the end of the tunnel only to find the door closed. Thankfully, it was unlocked. Through the tunnel and to the ghost town. One more unique Montana gem when we get back on Offroad Odyssey. Welcome back to Offroad Odyssey. The trails of Montana are full of historic gems, including ghost towns like this. Elkhorn was founded in 1872, and it's just a couple miles from the Boulder Tunnel.
It was a silver mining town in the late 1800s. Actually grew to about 2,500 people at one point.
It's crazy to see these structures still standing after all these years. If these walls could talk.
Amazing how small the businesses were, the buildings were. First school right there. You know, one 10 by 15 building.
Back to the trail and on to another ghost town. This one's called Comet.
This place is kind of spooky, but it's cool. How long ago were there people living here?
Yeah, I think in the 40s was the last time they were mining and stuff.
I want a better look. Let's get up close.
I think that one looks more interesting.
Let's do it.
Let's try it. All right, let's check it out. Wow, it's a lot of wood. I wonder what this place was. It'd be nice to find like some old plaque. I'd go one at a time on the old beams here. Ladies first. Good view up here. Second floor is always better.
Yep, looks pretty cool.
Let's go check out the other one. This one's a little sturdier than the last one we were in.
I don't know if life in Comet would have been for me.
I don't know, I kind of like insulation myself.
That was rad, but let's gear up and get back to the trail. Everywhere you look, you can see evidence of Montana's mining history.
So I feel like mining's kind of a part of the culture here.
Mining is a big part of the culture around here. That's what Montana was made of.
This thing's pretty wild to me, but you guys must run into stuff like this kind of a lot on the trails. It creates a lot of like different destinations, not just great vistas and peaks, but you can go find little gems like this.
But you can get in there about 20, 30 feet maybe. It probably went in 300-400 yards, I bet.
Really?
And then some of the other stuff could go in there a mile or so. There's still some that are in operation and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if we find a little silver in here?
Yeah.
Is it ours?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I think that this was 150 years ago. This was life.
You know, they had their own version of five-star accommodations.
I guess back here in the trees, there's they built themselves a man-made hot tub and stuff, so.
What? Really?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that
we'll
all
go check
about?
it out.
Yeah, let's do it. This is the real hot tub time machine. Finding silver, building hot tubs. Now it's not sounding so bad.
You take this radius and there's 600, 700, 800 miles of trails in here.
Every mountain range has got a ton of riding in it and goes to something, another mine or another ghost town. We're pretty fortunate to just travel around and hit different mountain ranges.
You can see history, you can challenge your riding skills, you can just putt around with a dog in your lap, you can do, there's a speed for everybody.
Thanks for riding with us. Until next time, get out there and get off-road.